Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Dave from North and South Games looking at rock, paper, scissors, bang.
That's it. Yep.
Okay. Do you say it more emphatically? Rock, paper, scissors, bang!
Absolutely. Right. Yeah, it's important in the game as well. Let's go so like bang, you know? Yeah.
All right. So we know rock, paper, scissors. What's the bang come in? What do we do when we actually play the game?
Okay,
this is the first edition of your game.
This is the first edition, so it's only 2 players. You place your pieces one at a time until the board is full up. And the pieces are going to move when the board's full, and they're going to follow rock, paper, scissors rules, where you're allowed to move to any adjacent piece in any direction, as long as you don't. As long as you don't lose in a game of rock, paper, scissors. Okay. So, paper would beat rock, but paper would also beat paper. So you're allowed to draw. What you can't do is say move your scissors onto someone's rock. That is losing. Okay.
Okay.
The idea is to do that and to build towers. You can move them to your own piece, your own colour if you want to. And as these towers develop, if they survive till the end of the game, they're worth 1 point less than their height. So that's worth 2 points at the moment. Where the dynamite comes in is that dynamite destroys whatever it lands on and it beats everything. So I can go bang, those pieces come off the board and they don't score for anyone. You're not allowed to move into empty space, and so as the game progresses, there are fewer and fewer moves you can make, and the game kind of naturally progresses to an end. It can only ever be 23 moves.
Okay.
So sort of craftily placing your dynamite to make gaps and to look where you think your opponent's going to build their towers is a good idea, while moving your towers away from their dangerous dynamite.
Okay. Within the limitation of the
limitation
of you can't go on empty space.
Sure.
Okay. And do you have to move when?
You don't have to move. So if you want to, you can pass. So obviously there will be times when you'll end up with a stalemate, and if I end up, well, it's the other way around. Excuse me. If I end up taking that that rock there, then blue will take my paper. So you might end up not wanting to move. You don't have to. If both players pass, the game ends immediately.
Okay.
Otherwise, when you can no longer make a move because all your pieces are separated,
you then score your towers.
Then score your towers.
So that was the first edition. We got the second edition.
The second edition here, which is kind of a smaller travel edition size for Essen. So this has now got 4 colours. The rules are exactly the same.
Let me see
so we have a big version over here, which has been very popular, especially with a lot of the German visitors to Spiel. Funnily enough, they love it. And that's got 4 colours, but the rules are exactly the same. So all that happens is you don't get to place all your pieces. If there's 3 players, you get to place 8 of your pieces, and in a 4-player game, you get to place 6. Okay. So it kind of becomes more important what you place. If you put too much dynamite on the board, you can't score any points because the dynamite's not worth points. It just destroys things. So it's a different game. The 2-player game is different to the 3 and 4. 2 is much more strategic, and it's
yes. Well, because you can react directly to other people.
Absolutely. It's a bit more chaotic when you get 3 or 4 players. So it's better to play a few games and carry your scores over, and then people start picking on the winner, and it's,
Right. All right. Thanks very much for the overview.
Thanks for the time, guys. Have a great Spiel.
Okay.